Hello internet friends, my name is Caitlin, welcome to my channel. 2 days ago, on the Watcher Instagram account, a countdown appeared, apparently signaling their own demise. Okay, maybe it's not that dramatic, but pretty much that's what the countdown was for. Watcher announced that they are leaving YouTube. They are moving all of their content behind a paywall. They've created their own streaming service at watchertv.com, and moving forward, all of their new content and episodes will be on that paid subscription service. Why are they doing that? Honestly, super unclear. They made a meandering video explaining it, but it didn't really have good reasons. Once this was announced, everyone, and I mean everyone, absolutely everyone, hated it. Like, every comment was negative. Nobody likes this. It's bad. If you don't believe me, you can read the comments under the YouTube video, under the Instagram post. Just read the comments. I'll read some of them for you, actually. I don't know a lot about business, but I would suspect that a global cost of living crisis might be a bad time to impose a paywall upon your fans. Funny how they say it's only like $6, guys, as if the US average minimum wage isn't $7. The cost might not be a lot to them, but it's impactful for a majority of their fan base, even outside of the US. Very disappointing behavior to see from the boys. I don't know why y'all think people are going to pay $6 a month to watch Stephen Lim get flown first class and eat expensive food. People literally just want to see Ryan and Shane goofing off. It doesn't matter what the production value is. I'm going to pirate all of your content, actually. So you might ask yourself, what would I get for my $6 a month? Well, they talked about that in their video. You're going to get high quality content in season format. They already do that though, because there was like a Ghost File season 1 and a Ghost File season 2. So I think they already do their shows in season formats, and it's already really great quality. So I don't think that's new, because I'm pretty sure all of their shows are already done in seasons and they're already great quality. So all right, what's the next thing they said? Oh, it's going to be organized really nicely. Okay. But if I go to their YouTube channel now, it's already organized like that. Because if I want to see Ghost Files, there's like a Ghost Files section. And if I want to see Mystery Files, there's a Mystery Files section. So that already exists. Okay. What else did he say? Oh, ad-free. Because you're paying for it. Shoot. I have YouTube Premium though, so I already don't get ads. Okay. I guess for people that don't have YouTube Premium, that's helpful. Though the people that don't have YouTube Premium don't have it because they don't want to pay for a subscription service, but they're still getting the content. All right. They did say it'd be bigger and better. They did not elaborate on that. Okay, got it. Okay, well, I'm sure there is something worth it, right? There's got to be something that makes it worth it. What would make this worth it? Man, I'm really racking my brain here trying to think of something that would be worth it. Like, there's got to be something that makes the subscription worth it. You know, like what would be worth it? What would be worth it? Worth it. Bringing back Worth It. You know, that show where they go around and they eat food, like cheap food, and then mid-tier price food, and then stupid expensive food that no one should ever actually pay for, like $2,000 for a sandwich, right? Because they want to eat the sandwich, so they buy a crazy expensive sandwich, and then they tell you if they think the $2,000 sandwich is worth it. I feel like that I would be really glad I spent $6 to watch someone eat that. I would feel great about spending my money on that. Yeah. That feels like an investment. In this current economic climate where people are struggling to afford housing, having a show that is entirely focused on wasting money on food that should not cost what it costs, and then asking your viewers to spend their hard-earned money on a subscription service to fund that endeavor is really tone deaf. It really is very tone deaf, and I don't know what else to say about that other than it's very, very tone deaf. The whole thing just feels incredibly self-indulgent and self-centered and wasteful. It really feels wasteful. If you're going to tell us that you're doing this because you really want to invest in higher quality content and things that you care about, but then you're bringing back a show that's entire premise is eating overpriced food, it feels a bit like starting a GoFundMe so you can travel around Europe for summer. No, we're not gonna fund that for you. Like, no. Pay for your expensive meals yourself. What's interesting is this model of a subscription service is not new. And I don't just mean things like Netflix and Hulu and Peacock. I'm talking about a specific YouTube channel becoming its own subscription service. To me, the best example to use for this would be Dropout. And Dropout, as far as I know, has been very successful. I am not in their board meetings. I don't know how they're doing financially, but it seems to be doing really well, and people really enjoy their content, and no one, as far as I know, has any issue with subscribing to them. Here's the difference with Dropout. Dropout started as exclusive College Humor content. It wasn't taking existing College Humor content and removing it and forcing you to go there to see it. It was taking mature content that they were having issues getting on YouTube, moving it to a different platform. It was early access content that would eventually go onto YouTube, but you could see it there first, and the price was lower. It started at only $3.99 a month. So you paid less and you were getting exclusive content that was additional to what was being offered to what was on the College Humor YouTube channel. So it felt like an add-on to what you were getting to the free content on the YouTube channel. Dropout evolved over time, and with it, its price went up, but people, including myself, are willing to pay for it because they have a huge catalog of original content with a large cast of very talented people, and they've earned their place in the market. For Watcher to charge the exact same amount right out of the gate for their subscription is kind of absurd. Being a professional YouTuber in the way that Ryan and Shane are is a dream job. To do YouTube at the scale that Ryan and Shane are doing it, they have clearly connected very well with audiences and with advertisers. They are making good money doing this. To be able to support yourself, to afford a place to live, food on the table, and to be able to do these large-scale productions, to be able to travel, go on location, pay a staff, pay editors, to do all of this stuff, you're doing well at your job. Asking for more, it doesn't necessarily mean you're evil or bad, but read the room a little bit. The amount of people who dream of being in the position you're in is really, really crazy. I can understand that there are probably frustrations about being in that role and being frustrated that having to use advertisers holds you back. Maybe there are things you want to be doing that you can't do because of the advertisers and they don't want you to do certain things and you want more creative freedom. But hey, I don't know, do that on your own time, or hey, I don't know, pay for it out of your own pocket. I am currently doing a one-woman show that I'm taking overseas to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Do you know who's paying for it? Me. I am, out of my own pocket. And I don't have 2.9 million fans that I can beg for money to pay for it for me. I just have to pay for it. And I work a 9 to 5 job that I hate every day. I just do this with my free time because I love it and I love performing and I love connecting with an audience and I'm passionate about it. So I care enough to put the time and energy and money into the craft I love. And if you guys care so much about making great content for your audience, then make it. Don't force us to pay extra money for it. Just make the content or don't. Make it or don't. That's it. The reality of most people's lives is they work jobs that they're not passionate about and they find things that they care about to do in the evenings after work, right? That's where they find their passion. In the video that Watcher put out, they talked about how they are doing what they love. This is their dream job. So for them to have the audacity to essentially say it's still not enough for them, and then to ask people who are slaving away at shitty jobs and not making good money doing it, to ask them to then give them more money to get even better dream jobs it's really out of touch, and it kind of pisses me off like a lot, especially because what they do is a form of my passion and my dream job. It really irks me because I like Ryan and Shane. I like what they do. And for them to have this level of audacity is very frustrating to see. Look, at the end of the day, I am still rooting for Watcher and Ryan and Shane in particular to come out on the other side of this and make things right. I don't think this subscription service is going to work. If you look at the comment sections of anything talking about this, it's very clear their fans are not behind them. And for something like this to work, your fans have to be on board. They are the people who have to subscribe for it to work. Look, at the end of the day, I'm still rooting for Ryan and Shane and Watcher to still make this work and to come out of the other side of this successful. But this subscription service is probably not going to be the path to success for them, because you have to have people subscribing to it. And if you look at the comment section of anything talking about this, none of your fans want to subscribe to this. I mean, honestly, I would be your key target demographic audience because I make okay money where I could probably afford to subscribe to it, but I have no interest in doing that. I don't want to pay for another subscription service just to have Watcher. I pay for YouTube Premium. That was my version of subscribing to your content. If you were doing market research, I would probably be one of the top people you would suspect would subscribe to this. I went to the Ghost Files live tour in Orlando. I am a big fan of Watcher, and I subscribe to Dropout. I mean, you would think I would be primed to subscribe to this, and I have zero interest. And I'm honestly kind of furious you even thought this was a good idea. It seems like there was almost no research or thought put behind this at all. If you were doing market research, I would probably be the prime demographic to subscribe to this. I went to the Ghost Files live tour, I subscribed to Dropout, and I love Watcher. And I have zero interest in subscribing to this. That feels like a bad omen for this channel. I'm very curious to see what comes of this, because I don't want this to be the complete end of content from them. I'm one of the people who really enjoys the For Your Amusement podcast. I love theme parks. I have a pass to the Disney parks. I'm, again, key demographic for this kind of thing. I am actually very sad that I'm going to be losing the ability to watch Watcher content. I want to be able to watch it. I don't know how they bounce back from this, because I imagine they sunk quite a bit of money into creating this platform, and it seems like they are pretty committed to doing it. However, I don't think very many people will actually subscribe to it. I don't know what the business model plan is for when something like this fails this catastrophically. So we're kind of in a wait and see period with this. And I am very, very curious, because I don't want to lose Watcher content. I obviously won't be watching it on the new subscription platform, but time will tell if it ends up moving back to YouTube, if they are forced to go back to that model, and if so, if fans are still there waiting for them when they do so. Because I know a lot of fans are incredibly upset about this choice because it felt very tone deaf, and I know quite a few fans are upset about the paywall. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. It feels like they lost touch and lost sight of what they really should have been focused on. I'm a performer and my goal is always to perform, and I ultimately have always said if I can be performing and surviving, I'm happy. I think when people get comfortable, it's very easy to want more and to want more and to want more and to want more, and that is a very dangerous thing. But I'm rooting for them. I think they can turn it around. If anyone can, I really hope that it's Ryan and Shane. Let me know what you guys think. Can they salvage this? Are you planning to subscribe? Are you planning to completely stop watching no matter what happens? Are you rooting for them to come back to YouTube? What's your take on this? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm relatively new to doing YouTube videos, and this blew up right when I started uploading videos, and I wanted to jump in on it because I, like I said, really love Watcher, and I started doing commentary and did not want to not talk about this. So subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this, and you will hear more from me in the future. Until the next one, bye.